Hey YouTube, here is my fotoflame mid-94-95 Japanese Fender Strat, which currently has a 1974 or 75 Strat pickup, a gold lace sensor, a Fender lace sensor, and a DiMarzio stacked pickup in the bridge. Not super happy with this DiMarzio stacked pickup in the bridge, so I've bought another pickup. This is from a Japanese Fender from 1987, a 62 reissue that was taken out the guitar in 87, so it should still be brand spanking new, and it might be better for the bridge in this. So this is a wee sort of sound demo. I'm also thinking about changing the block in the back because this one's all mashed up, and I've got this block here which is a chunky heavy thing from the blood splatter guitar, so I'm wondering if the block fits straight onto this. I was kind of going to wait until the strings were old. The strings aren't really that old in this, but I think I'll just ditch them anyway. I can't be bothered trying to thread bent strings through the hole, it's just annoying. So the bridge pickup currently sounds like this. It actually sounds pretty good. But the neck sounds like this. Much better middle pickup. Bridge. Position 2. Try a bit of rap pedal on that, see what it sounds like. To be honest, it's actually sounded pretty good today. I'm going to do it anyway, seeing as I bought another pickup. Also, I think the DiMarzio might be worth like 40 quid or something. Like the neck pickup just sounds much better, but that might be because just in the neck position a pickup sounds better. Yeah, so I'll see you from the camera down there. I'll film a bit of it. I'll probably film them doing the actual soldering bit. People keep seeming to like that, but I'll put the helmet cam on for that and maybe talk a bit. I don't know. It's not really worth. It's not really worth seeing how you take a guitar to bits. You know what I mean? You take the strings off, you unscrew the scratch plate. It's kind of it. So anyone can do that, I think. So see you in the next bit. Hey, so here we go. We're inside the Strat. There is that pickup there, which something 5074, so I think it's a 74 Strat pickup. This is the lace sensor with its patent pendings, and this is the new pickup. And the one I just took out is this one, which is a DP117. Oh, it's confusing because I've got it upside down. Should it be that way around? Okay, I don't know. The camera seems to have flipped at some point. Yeah, so this is a DP117 HST. As you can see, it's a humbucker because there's 2 extra wires. So in this one, I've just noticed it actually broke off one of the wires coming from the lace sensor when I was taking it to bits. So I'm going to reconnect the lace sensor first. Just going to take a bite off that, and then put a wee bit of solder onto the end of the wire. Because you always solder the wire first. Clean it a wee bit on my jeans. There we go. Yep. A bit of that. So there is a black wire which is just going to go onto earth, nice and easy. Get that out of the way so it doesn't. I just stick that in there. It should, should just go in quite simply.
one would hope. Not really wanting to, is it? And then give it a couple of seconds and it's pretty solid. Right, and then what's coming out of this pickup, it looks like it's already got solder on it, but I'm going to put a bit more on it anyway. Just anyway. The black wire being the earth, so that will just go onto the back of go to earth as well on the back of one of the pots. Just there, I guess, doesn't really matter. So to make it look nice, just melt that on there. That was much easier. I should have done that with that one, but it ain't going anywhere anyway. And then the white wire looks like it's already got solder on it, goes onto the switch. And I fell for the old thing, so this is a Switchcraft switch. Because when I got this guitar, it didn't have, or it had what I think was a cheapy Chinese replacement scratch plate. Never had any pickups in it. That's how I got it cheap. So I went for the old, putting in the most expensive pickups, and I'm going to put a wee bit of tape round there just anyway. There's a bit of tape there, just to keep it a little bit clean. I'm going to have a wee look at the output jack as well, because it was a little bit crackly. I might just put a new one in. Anyway, I've actually never really got, when I got this guitar, all I did was really, I swapped the pickups out, but I didn't do any work to it. So I've been working on the fretboard, had some damaged frets, so I've soldered them down a little bit. I smell burning. Yep, so I just nearly set fire to the top of the soldering station. So that was really it. I mean, not much to it. So I put in CTS pots as well and a fancy looking bumblebee capacitor type thing. That should be pretty much it. Ready to rock. The reason I was taping it up was so it just sat on nice and easy. And I had success with the block, which I've now lost. It is. So there is the new super chunky block. The one I replaced was this one here. Turn off the soldering iron, don't need it again. So this one, as you can see, it's a bit smaller. It does say Fuji Gen on it, which I quite liked, but it's all mashed in there. I think there used to be a tremolo arm, and then someone had tried to adjust it, and so now, and this fitted in almost perfectly. The screws weren't exactly the same, so it's got black screws holding on the base plate, but you can't see them, so should be fine. That just goes on there, and that should be my Strat. I'm just going to get Scott's special polishing stuff, and I will go polishing the frets, maybe have a wee look at the fingerboard, and a wee look at that, and I might change the string tree for, I've got like one of those proper rollery fendery ones just for the sake of it, because I mean this thing's not original anyway. There's not very much original to it. And here's my box of all the screws I just took out, so I'm going to stick all these screws back in again. I wasn't really going to bother showing you that very much. Didn't really think it was worth it, but I'm going to run my way around, put these screws back in again, and then hopefully I should have my superbly working actual real Fender Strat, so I can properly slag off Fenders for being rubbish, even though this has got more in common with most of my guitars than any Fender does, because it's made in Fuji Gen, same as my FGN Telly and my Ibanez Roadster, which I was playing earlier on this morning, and my Squire Bullet, and that may be my whole Fuji Gen collection. I believe the Blazer isn't Fuji Gen, I think it's Dyna, but still made in Japan. So I'm not sure exactly what would have been in this. I saw someone selling one of these, and I showed you the pickup from the back, and it was sort of the fridge magnet type. So I'm not sure, maybe I did take out the original pickups out of this, maybe they were original. But to be honest, I never even tried it. The guitar wasn't working when I got it, so I've also managed to lose a screw. As I noticed, there's not one there. So I don't know if I took out all the screws or if just one's just gone missing. Bit of a workhorse guitar this anyway. Should probably have scooshed everything with contact cleaner before I took it to bits, but that was not much. So there's not a bit in there in the ice cream tub. So unfortunately I had to take all the saddles off. I've kind of guessed at where they went, so it's going to need the intonation set again as well. And I've now got, the now doesn't have the dinks in the frets. I've just stoned them down a little bit, but I think I'm going to get the oil out on that, get it back together, and this really, I still can't decide with the photo flame. I mean, I suppose it's interesting, but should I just, I always feel like I could probably just chip that off with a chisel and then paint the guitar a different colour, but it's kind of interesting it being photo flame, especially seeing as it was a bit of a disaster. Rocking. So the next video will be me playing it, probably, in a while's time. Rock on.
I'm back. So the trem fitted. It did. Well, the block fitted. No, it's got a black Dremel arm, but I mean, well, except that for not being quite right. So it fitted in no problem. I've now got my new Japanese Fender pickup in the bridge, and much better than the DiMarzio. But it has highlighted another problem. So there's the bridge pickup, position 2. Great. Middle position, the release sensor. Which is great, but position 4, very soft. And then the neck position. Oh no, maybe it's not as bad as I thought it was. I think the problem, what happened before was the bridge pickup was too weak. Now the bridge pickup is too strong. So I might just lower, in fact if I've got the screwdriver there, maybe if I lower down these two pickups a bit, you know, and then that'll make the bridge pickup seem a bit lighter. I think that may be bolted on. Is it going down? It's not going down. Okay. Yeah, so it almost feels like I've bashed the, it almost feels like I've maybe bashed the tone knob or something. Maybe it always sounded like that, I can't remember. Bridge pickup. middle. Something wrong. Totally can't hear the high strings at all. What's going on there? Right, it's gonna have to come to bits again. I'll probably not make it into this video, but there's definitely something. It really is not picking up the high strings enough. Is it possible to pick up upside down? I wonder if you can maybe push the poles up a bit or something. I really feel I've done, because this is the 74 Strat pickup, and this was the one that was definitely the best sounding pickup in the guitar before. I wonder if I've bashed something. Maybe one of the wires has come off it slightly. Because I would definitely have noticed before that it wasn't picking up the B and E strings. Yeah. So the Strat isn't quite done yet. Then I did sort out the frets a bit more. They were quite badly dinked. I mean, even though it's a Japanese Fender, somebody who had this was a cowboy corder, which you normally get, you know, when you get dents kind of kicking about the D and A and the G chords. Normally that comes from a beginner who, one, only ever plays down here, two, holds the strings in as hard as he possibly can because they're just beginning, and three, always has crap old strings on which just wear away the fretboard more. So getting there, but I mean, now got a trem, now it even goes up and down the way as well, so it's like. So my next job, which I'm going to do, is I'm going to I've set this up floating. I'm going to do the same with my Ibanez Blazer, because which I think works quite well if you just have it decked, you know, totally for, if you've just got it tight up, you don't have a whammy bar in, it means it doesn't go out of tune, it just stays in tune, but you can't use the tremolo. Whereas if you're using the tremolo, having it decked doesn't work, because it's got to be floating, otherwise it doesn't return to pitch, which is what I've found with the Blazer. It keeps happening. As soon as I touch the tremolo, up or down, it's gone, it's no longer in tune, and it's like, you know, you can kind of, you have to sort of work out how high you've got to pull it back, so it kind of almost stays in whatever position you've got it in, which is really annoying. But really disappointed in this pickup, I hope. It seems to be working alright now. What happened? Is it playing tricks with my mind? Okay, so this will be my guitar video for the week. I'm going to do a pedal video, a guitar video, a bass video, this will be a guitar working on video, a guitar video, and then a fuzz first day, and then I've already run out of days. So rock on, catch you later. Update. So I took it to bits. I think it's a switch, because when I was testing out the pickup, you know, I was just saying there the neck pickup wasn't sounding very good at all. It was only registering like 3k on the meter, and I was like, that's not enough. So I've moved it about, give it a bit of a scrape and stuff like that, put it back together. Now I'm getting a decent reading off all of them. So bridge. I turned the volume down a bit from the last segment, but position 2, 3, 4, neck. Now that I've noticed that the two pole pieces for the B and the E, they're much lower than the other ones. You know, you get your sort of staggered ones, or these ones are kind of staggered on this the 62 reissue pickup. These two are sort of level. These two are high up. The B's lower and the E's higher. This one has I wonder if it is upside down. It's got, like I would say, the high E is slightly higher than the A. The D and the G are slightly higher than both of them, and then the other two are really recessed down. They're not even poking above the pickup, the cover. Kind of a bit bizarre. But I thought by the time it got to sort of 74, 75 we were kind of in the modern age, but maybe not. Alarm bells going everywhere. Rock on.